Hello, my absolutely beautiful Pisces friends, and welcome to your horoscope for April of 2023. We're Pisces this month. We have got eclipse season coming on in here at 29 degrees of Aries. I get really excited about this because it taps into innate wisdom that you have of where you want to go next, where you're willing to take action. This challenges and squares Pluto, so it tells me that you're taking on, like you're taking on authoring a new story for yourself. So I cannot wait to see what this is going to unfold for you. We've also got Mercury taking its retrograde in the energy of Taurus, so really lighting up a lot of thinking, teaching, old ideas, contracts, maybe something you've been writing about. Maybe it's finally pulling that book out of you, right? Like whatever it is, the communication sector in your life is going to get simplified because that is the absolutely brilliant energy that Taurus brings to the table. All right, before we get into the month, Pisces, please take advantage of your seasonal specials, the discounted one-on-one sessions with me. Those are in the description box down below. As well, I've got the Astrology 101 digital 6-hour foundations course still on sale until May for $25, and that is in the description box down below, so feel free to pick it up. And last but not least, we've got our beautiful digital transit calendars from our friends at the Wise Skies Collective. It brings those transits right to your fingertips or to your desktop all day long so that you know it's like, okay, right now, you know, Mercury is turning retrograde at this moment. And what do I do with that? How do I work with that? So it really just brings that digital cosmic conversation to your fingertips. It's all in the description box down below. Take advantage of all your seasonal discounts as well, okay? All right, Pisces, into the month we go, where really your sun energy sits in beautiful sextile. So easy connection, easy conversation with Taurus season. So light it up, friend. This could be a really nice doorway of time for you to be walking through, taking advantage of opportunities that are available for you, okay? All right, so first and foremost on the 3rd, we've got Mercury moving into the energy of Taurus. Now this again lights up your 3rd house space. So one of the things that I think of in the 3rd house is communication. So yes, communication, how you're talking, decisions that you're making, information that you're gathering or that you are sharing out, but also things around siblings could be showing up in some way. Website work, writing a book, teaching, learning. This could be a time where you have the opportunity to do some learning and you're able to not only take advantage of the opportunity, it's like, oh, I do have the money for that, or oh, I know a guy who teaches that thing, and you can really absorb the information that's coming through. So it's a really beautiful doorway for the season. But what you're also going to be looking to do is to consume content, make decisions, speak about things that are simplified, right? Simplify that contract, simplify that message, edit that chapter, right? Like whatever it is, there's a simplification that is absolutely key to the endurance of this Tauran energy, okay? When we get to the 6th, we've got a full moon happening at 16 degrees of Libra. Okay, now the full moon's going to ask us to end something, acknowledge something, or make an adjustment. And this is going to be lighting up your 8th house space. In the 8th house, we do intimacy and assets, okay? So you see into me, concepts having to do with deep partnership. That means I'm not just in partnership with you, but my resources in some way are also connected to you. Is it financial aid? Is it a romantic partner? Is it a collaboration? Is it a trauma? Is it healing? What is it that has a major portion of resource connection quite intimately to you in this particular vibration? Now the moon is saying there's something out of whack here. There's something out of balance. And typically what I find in the Libra vibration is that you're not owning your part. Yes, you have to negotiate. Yes, you have to compromise, right? There has to be two sides of this partnership, but also where do you just need to speak up? The sun is in the energy of Aries along with Jupiter. Where do you need to not lose your own voice? And maybe you have a little bit in this particular area of your life. Maybe is that, you know, It's time to look at being more supportive in a partnership in some way that can also be really very beneficial to you, okay? When we get to the 7th, we're going to see Mercury entering into pre-retrograde shadow time at 5 degrees of Taurus. So this is where I really want you to start paying attention. What's going on in your 3rd house around that book, around the communications, around buying or selling a property, a car, a house? You know, what's going on around something maybe you're teaching or you're learning? Start to pay attention to the signatures that are coming up, because you're going to work on them all the way until May 31st, okay? When we get to the 11th, we see Venus enter into the energy of Gemini, fellow mutable energy just like you. So as Venus is here in this Gemini space, it's actually interesting because it makes me think about what is the conversation that you're having around home, family, real estate, property. Are you buying a property? Are you updating a lease? Is something happening in the dynamic of your family that new information is being attracted in, or finances are even being attracted in? Now, of course, Venus in the 4th house can also mean you're spending more money, sometimes a little bit more than you thought, to update your network in some way, shape, or form, or whatever that is. You know, the internet's going to cost more this month. So it's like, what is it that's lighting up in this area? But it's trying to attract in some benefit or make whatever you're working on a little bit easier, okay? When we get to the 20th, it's eclipse time. Now we've got this new moon solar eclipse happening at 29 degrees of Aries. So what this gives us the signature of, again, first of all, is that this is a pivotal degree for Aries. 29 degrees is a lot. This is deep wisdom. It's challenging, it's squaring, it's asking you to take action against that Plutonian energy that is over in Capricorn, okay? Right? So you've seen this, like in your networks, with your friends groupings, your long-range goals, plans, designs for yourself. Maybe there was a story that used to be happening there and you don't think so anymore. You're like, that's not what I'm willing to fight for. That's not what I'm willing to challenge. That's not my new way. And maybe you even seem like, I don't even know who this version of me is that's so willing to take this on, but I am willing to move it forward. And over this next 6 months, we're going to see the seeds that you have planted here to usher your independence begin to show itself and sprout. And we'll really see it take hold in 2024, okay? Just a little bit later in the day, the sun moves into the energy of Taurus. We usher in Taurus season, sitting in that sextile with you. So the sun brings light, heat, life, and vitality, like your thinking life, your communication life, your selling life, your writing life is really very lush at this particular time. But again, it's about enjoy the 5 senses, enjoy this area, become a connoisseur of knowledge, of words, of communication at this time. And then on the 21st, as Mercury steps into its retrograde at that 15 degrees of Taurus, you're going to get to review some of this area where Uranus, the North Node, has worked on you. Where has this changed for you? Where have you changed residence? Where have you changed, you know, these relationships with your sibling, what you think, what you understand about the world, the way that you communicate? These things are going to have the chance for some uncover, discover, discard what's not working anymore. And then when we get to May 31st and we see Mercury fully leave its post-retrograde shadow time, you have new information, new energy, and new stability to work with going forward that you can implement and really build something sustainable on. So a lot going on this month. It is every year we get into Taurus season. It's a time where you can make a lot of change because it's in that sextile energy where it sits in ease, but you also take intelligent advantage of the opportunities that are presented to you, okay, Pisces? All right, my beautiful friends, I hope you have an absolutely gorgeous month. Take advantage of your goodies in the description box down below. Like the video if it helped you, if you got something from it. Subscribe, join our community. I would love to have you here. And definitely let me know how it's unfolding in the comment section down below. Bye, loves.